Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pikeville High School for football action. Tonight, it'll be the Pikeville Panthers hosting the Belfry Pirates. Charlie Pinson, along with Doug Powers, Larry Cecil, Wayne Fugit, and Alex back at the radio station, bringing you all the action here tonight. And game of the week, I guess we could call it. If you look at the Class A ratings for the week, Pikeville ranked number 1. In the Associated Press, number 2 in Bluegrass Preps, number 2 in Dave Cantrell's, and number 2 in Cal Preps. And let's see, trying to find the other one showing the Belfry's rankings here. Did I see that in there? Belfry, I know, is ranked pretty high, but as usual, going through all of our paperwork here, but this should be an excellent matchup. These two teams, historic powers here in Eastern Kentucky in high school football. I don't think we've got the rankings for the 3A. Belfry is number 4 in Associated Press, and Bluegrass Preps number 5, and Cal Preps and number 3 in Dave Cantrell's ranking. Didn't see that in the corner there, losing it. But should be a good one. You know, we've got a former Pikeville player here with us, Doug Powers. First night he's been with us. Doug, should be a good matchup here tonight.
Yeah, it absolutely should be. You know, I think historically, you know what you're going to see tonight. You know, you're going to see a Pikeville team that likes to get their athletes on an island, kind of alone, that spreads the field, you know, throws downfield. And you're going to see a Belfry Pirates team that loves to run the ball, the triple option, a lot of dust with that running game. So you're going to see really a pass-oriented offense versus a run-oriented offense.
Well, you know, that's what we talked about. The big difference tonight is going to may come down to line play. It's going to be who wins that battle in the trenches, because Belfry's going to try to get pressure on Pikeville to keep them from throwing the football down the field, and then they're also going to try to open up running lanes in the middle on the offensive side. The big question is going to be, you know, who's going to set the pace of the game. Whoever sets the pace of the game got the best chance of winning it. Don't you think, Larry?
I think so, Charlie. I'd have to give Belfry maybe a slight edge, like you said, on line play, because they have fewer players playing both ways. You know, they basically have a defensive squad and a offensive squad. Pikeville's got some players playing both ways. Got a hot, humid night, had a rain shower pass through earlier, and humidity level ramped up a little bit. Could see some people cramping up in the second half, and I think that's where Belfry have the advantage.
I think Pikeville may have the advantage in speed and in some of the skill positions, don't you, Doug?
Yeah, I do. You know, the big test for the Panthers tonight is going to be, up to this point, they haven't played a team that's quite as physical as Belfry. So, you know, if they can sustain that physicalness and their aggressive play, the Panthers have a good shot at this.
We're about ready for the coin toss here to see who's going to start the game today. So, and let's see.
Your officials for tonight's game, your referee.
All right, guys, Roy Harlow's your umpire. My name is Jim, so I'll be your referee for tonight's game. As the visitor on the scoreboard, Belfry will call the coin toss. Got a silver dollar. There's heads, there's tails. What do you want? He's called it tails. If I drop it, then we'll do it again. If it's heads, you want the toss, you want the ball, right? You want to kick away from the clock, you swing over there, Marine over here beside of me.
So Pikeville won the toss, and they will receive. And as usual, they want to get their
Hey guys, play football.
You know, most coaches look at it, whatever their strength is what they want to start the game with. You know, Belfry always wants to come out defense because they want the ball to start the second half, because, you know, Philip Haywood's whole plan is he's going to line it up, he's going to run it down your throat, pound you, and hopefully by the second half you're tired, and when he comes down that second half kickoff, he's going to turn them wide and start running all over the field.
Absolutely. I think that's the thinking behind it. It's kind of a long tradition here at Pikeville that if you win the coin toss, you always want to go on offense first to get some points on the board. And that's something else that could come into play in this game. You know, Pikeville, you know, Belfry's one of those teams that they need to have the control of the ball on the line of scrimmage, and they need a lead to really be effective with their offense. So if Pikeville can get some early points on the board, you might see the Pirates struggle a little bit when they have to go to the air.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's one of the things we talk about in games like this is, you know, Belfry is their time and possession. They want to run it down here. They want to run the football down the field. They want to control the clock. Pikeville has got that quick strike offense, and especially here in the first half, Pikeville really needs to put points on the board, because you expect them to maybe be tired in the second half, because, like I say, they got a lot of players going both ways. They got smaller numbers.
Absolutely, and that's something I'm sure that weighs on the mind of the Pikeville coaching staff. You know, just how effective can their offense be against a physical Belfry team?
Well, you've got two experienced coaching staffs here. You know, both coaches have been in the game quite a while and have seen about everything you can see. You know, both of them have won state championships. I think, you know, of course, Philip Haywood's got a few more than Chris does. But Chris has done a fine job here at Pikeville, and Philip has too. And again, I tell you what, both of them are friends of mine, and I always say, if you really want to know what to think about a coach, I wouldn't mind having my child play for either one of these men.
Yeah, I think that's the consensus in both communities. They're two outstanding coaches and even better men off the field. So, you know, that's something that definitely, you know, we all kind of leave here winners at the end of the day, these players especially.
Of course, the reason we're here tonight is this game will be brought to you by Appalachian Wireless, All Funeral Home, Intermountain Cable, Coalfields Telephone, Microtech Internet and Security, Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky, and attorney John Earl Hunt. And also attorney John Earl Hunt and the Intermountain Sports Network will give away a player of the game here tonight. Larry, so we'll have to figure that out as the night goes on.
Yes, we will. Last week we was here with Pikeville and Paintsville. Connor Roberts had a big game that night. 407 total yards of offense, passing and running, and he received that award. So we'll see who's going to be worthy of it tonight.
And we're about ready to get this one underway. Belfry has it teed up. And back for Pikeville will be Jackson Hensley, number 1. And is it number 2, Seth Pugh. So speed in the back, standing at the 5-yard line. Belfry ready to kick it away. And you hear the crowd out there in front of us. Here's the kick. And it will be taken
in the end zone.
Yep. Come back out to the 20. You cannot advance one out of the end zone in high school football, right, Mr. Official?
You're right. Anytime that ball crosses the goal line, it's whistled dead. So start on the 20. That's the reason it's always a weapon if you can have a kicker to put it in the end zone, especially in high school. You don't see that very often, but if you've got one, it's a weapon to have.
Expect Pikeville to come out in the spread here, Doug.
Absolutely. They are keeping it a little tighter than normal.
Yep, twins to the left, slot right. And Roberts hands it off. And that'll be Zach Roberts, I believe, on the carry. He's going to get a couple, maybe 3. Call it 3, second down and 7. And a little bit of a surprise. I thought they might come out throwing it early.
Yeah, I certainly expected it.
And they're lining back in the huddle. Come back up the line of scrimmage again. This time they're going to go spread. Twins each way. Roberts in the shotgun. They've opened the line splits a little bit more here. So Roberts back to throw. Has time. A little quick out. Caught by Hensley. And it's a first down out at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, you know, you've noticed Connor Roberts getting more accurate as we progress through the season. You know, that was a really nice throw and across the middle.
I thought the Pikeville line did a good job keeping pressure off of him. Because you look for Belfry, I maybe bringing some stunts at him.
Yeah, I would totally expect it. Historically, they like to pinch tackles and get as much pressure on the quarterback as possible.
And that's one of the things, because Roberts may be your best runner as well.
Yeah, he's in the top 10 in both rushing and passing in the state in Class A.
One wide out split each way, slot to the right. Roberts in the pistol, looks like this time, and this time he's going to hand it off. And it's again Zach Roberts, and he's going to get out to the 35. It'll be a gain of 3, second down and 7.
Yeah, if these Panther running backs can, you know, consistently gain 2, 3, 4 yards a carry, it's going to be a successful night for the Panther offense.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly, they've got to open it up, try to get some, they want to get their athletes one-on-one out in space and see what they can do with that. Play coming in from the sideline. The smoke from the fireworks about to clear up, and you see the fog coming off the mountain after that rain too. So this could be a foggy night here tonight. That'll be one wide out split each way, slot right, pistol formation, and he's going to throw another little flanker screen. And Hensley gets this one, and he'll get out to about the 38, 39-yard line. Be 3, maybe 4 yards. They're going to mark him at. Give him 4.
Yeah, the Panthers, they really have a controlled passing game where they really just are looking for quick hits and 3, 4, 5 yards every catch.
Getting Hensley involved early too, Charlie.
Yeah,
last week he only had 3 catches for maybe 20 or 25 yards in the first game. You know, had a couple of catches with some long runs. So they're trying to get him involved early.
3rd and 4, twins each way. And back to throw again, Roberts, and he's got his man. And it's fumbled or incomplete one. Belfry has it if it's a fumble.
They threw the beanbag, so they're calling it a fumble. That was Hensley, right?
Nope, they're going to call it incomplete.
Okay.
Back judge comes in and waves it off.
Well, I know the head linesman threw a beanbag, so.
That's one of those bang plays right there, you know. Right now, if this was college football, we'd be waiting 15 minutes to find out what that call was.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'd see the flag on the field. And
4th and 4 now. Pikeville looks to punt it away. Set Pugh back to punt. And let's see.
Timeout, Belfry. That's their first timeout.
So Belfry calls a timeout with 9:29 to go in the first quarter, no score. We'll take a break as well. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Hall Funeral Home has provided caring services since 1947, helping families honor the ones they love. With convenient parking and access, our facilities provide an affordable, comfortable place for friends and families, whether you need spacious accommodations or a more intimate setting. Hall Funeral Home's pre-planning services can shield loved ones from making decisions at a stressful time. For pre-planning or at your time of need, trust the caring professionals at Hall Funeral Home in Martin.
You've got enough to worry about. So keep your Wi-Fi worry-free with our Meshify managed Wi-Fi from Gearhart Broadband. A Gearhart technician maps signal strength throughout your home. Then we install Meshify Wi-Fi extenders at key locations to deliver strong Wi-Fi that keeps all your devices running smooth. With no dead zones. Relax with worry-free Wi-Fi. Available now from your friends at Gearhart Broadband. Call or click to learn more.
And kicks away, and Belfry will catch it at the 35-yard line, and they will get it out to about the 30.
Number 3, Isaac Dixon with the reception on the punt. So Belfry will set up shop and start, looks like, on their own 31, their first offensive possession of the game.
31-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, and I really look to see special teams and turnovers to play a part in this game.
Yeah, it could be a question. You're right. Let's see, Browning under center, as he will be most of the night. That double slot, single back, or inverted wishbone, I like to call it. And they're looking back at the sideline, changing the call here. And Browning takes it, and he's going to hand it off up the middle. And a nice run out to about, well, he breaks another tackle, still on his feet. Gets down inside and running out of bounds in Pikeville territory is Isaac Dixon at about the 47-yard line.
Good run by the Pirates there. You can tell they're doing historically what they always do, the belly reads. That one developed a little slower than normal, but again, gain of roughly 20 yards.
23 yards.
Well, that when you run that triple option, you know, it's a read option. You just got to, well, as you well know, it's something that you got to really be used to. And
Absolutely.
it's something that you really have to see to be ready to play it too.
Yeah, it's all kind of experience and reading reactionary off the defense.
And playing it defensively is all about staying in your lanes. And again, he's going to hand it off up the middle. And another big run down inside the 30. Is that 11 this time?
Number 10.
Number 10, sorry, Brett Coleman.
Tackled by a couple of the Panthers. That play is good enough for
A 16-yard run.
So 2 big gashers for Belfry to start this drive.
Straight up the middle. The Panther defense is going to have to stop that.
So it'll be 1st and 10, the ball right at the 30-yard line of Pikeville. Getting that inverted wishbone look. And they're going to run around, second man through this time. And he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards. That was number 9, Ben Bentley.
Number 9, Ben Bentley.
Bentley gets down to the 26. The gain of 4, second down and 6.
And they really gained some options with the inverted bone. Essentially, it's the wishbone, but with the 2 wings in motion, you can run the triple option just like always.
Yep. And again, they're going to go out of motion out of it. And this time they're going to run it a deep, wide option. And Browning keeps it himself, and he's going to get the first down and more as he is wrestled out of bounds inside the 15.
I do believe they're running the load option, which is when you block the end and don't let him react. And they're optioning off the corners downfield, so it's certainly hard to stop.
Yeah, you know, traditionally you do option it off the defensive end, but then if you take him out of the equation, and he did a great read on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
14-yard gain.
There's bring motion back out of the backfield now, and they'll look and reset their offense. The option has gotten more complicated over the years. Different formations. Browning takes it, and he's going to hand it straight up the middle. And that's going to be maybe another first down for Brett Coleman.
Yeah, I think it is. I think he got in.
They're going to give him 10. I think they're spotting it on the 2-yard line.
Well, they're going to give him 9. Looks
9,
like.
okay,
Yep.
yes, I see now.
Be 2nd and 1. Belfry's line right now is dominating the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. The Pikeville's defensive line is certainly losing the battle on this drive.
Browning will get up under center again. Inverted wishbone, and again he's going to keep it himself, and he's in. Touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run by Browning makes it 6-0 Belfry now with 7:41 to go here in the first quarter. So Belfry able to score on their opening drive as Pikeville had to punt it away.
And there will always be tweaks
Yes.
on both ends. I look for Pikeville to change it up next defensive drive or next defensive stand.
Let's see, is that 34 kicking?
Yes.
Grayson Cook. And extra points good. It's 7-0 Belfry, and that was a very quick drive, so we'll just keep it right here. Belfry essentially did what we expected to do, lined up in the option and run it right down the middle.
Yeah, and no surprise. We talked about it before the game. That that's their game plan. They want to go right up the middle. They'll find someone to key off of, and they'll read one man essentially, and that's success. That's what success looks like for Belfry.
Well, that's the thing right now. Belfry right now has so far been able to set the pace. They had the defensive stand. They were able to run the ball effectively. Now Pikeville has to change the pace. They've got to speed the game up. Belfry likes to play slow and methodical, and Pikeville has to change that pace.
Yeah, and you can see it. Even when the Belfry breaks their huddle and goes to the line of scrimmage, every play, the quarterback drains every second off the play clock, and really, they really want to keep this game slow and methodical. So Pikeville has to get out and get the ball downfield and get it moving.
So Belfry drove it 69 yards that time, Charlie, on 6 plays. The quarterback and all 3 running backs in the game touched the ball.
Yeah, that was an impressive drive right there for the Pirates, as everybody was able to pick up chunks of yardage.
Yeah.
And there's the kick. It'll be taken at the 10-yard line. There's Pugh. And Pugh gets out across the 35 for a pretty good start.
Yeah, really good return there.
I don't know if that's somebody in the stands with an air horn or a train going by.
I think it's a train.
I think it was a train, yes.
I know they do it at Belfry a lot, so I wasn't sure if they'd snuck one in or not. 7-0 Belfry, and Pikeville with their first down starting after the kick at the 38-yard line. I want to reach there and wipe it down, but don't want help anyway.
Yeah, it's on the outside.
Twins each way, pistol formation. And this time he fakes it, tries to keep it himself, and Belfry did a great job as Connor Roberts tried to cut it upfield. And Belfry, again, just assignment football.
Exactly, that's what it is. And really, you saw Pikeville have success with that run-pass option that they like to throw. It's essentially a screen, and it's a run-pass option. The quarterback can keep it or throw it out, and you see Belfry kind of stifle that.
So look for them maybe to go more shotgun and try to throw it down the field more, because they had some success throwing it.
I think they will. Belfry has a young secondary. Hopefully, Roberts will be able to take advantage of that, but we've yet to see it.
Twins right, one wide out left, and coming out of it quickly, and Roberts going to keep it himself. He'll get out to the 40, kicks up 3, 3rd down and 7.
And the Panthers are getting hard-fought yards.
Yes. Now it's tough sledding on the ground right now.
It is.
Well, with the 2 big games that Connor Roberts has had to start the season, you know that Belfry's going to isolate on him. They're going to see if somebody else can beat him and not let Connor Roberts beat him.
Yeah, they definitely want to make him beat him with his arm and not with his feet.
Yeah, and I would think that that's a big key on the defense for tonight.
Pikeville back at the line of scrimmage. This time it'll be trips to the right, one wide out left, and I think we've got Pikeville with a timeout coming. 6:08 to go.
Pikeville. That's their first timeout.
6:08 to play here in the first. 7-0 Pikeville on the Belfry on the Intermountain Sports Network.
No matter how you connect, Gearhart Broadband delivers fast, reliable internet and Meshify Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device, all at once, with local experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect to Meshify Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click imctv.com to upgrade today.
John Earl Hunt has over 30 years' experience representing disabled people.
I'm John Earl Hunt, and I've dedicated my legal career to helping people who are unable to help themselves. If you're unable to work because your job shut down or because of physical or mental problems, please call me or come in and see me so that we can just...
And in the shotgun, Roberts twins each way, rolling out to his left, wants to throw, and that ball is picked. It was tipped and then picked off, and it'll be 1st and 10. Belfry at the 42-yard line of Pike.
Brett Coleman, number 10 for Belfry, coming up with the tipped ball. Try to throw it into triple coverage that time, Charlie, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah, it's hard to force it in against this Belfry defense.
It is, and you know, it's a general rule as a quarterback. You don't throw late to the flats, and he kind of threw late.
How many times do you hear that in your high school career?
About 1.4 million.
Belfry resetting it to look back to the sideline, and like we said, milking the clock down to 12 seconds on the play clock before they ever get set to take a snap.
Before they ever even think about snapping it.
There's motion, and Browning going to keep it, pitches it back. And beautiful job. And nice hit that time. Christian Billington.
And you'll see Christian a lot tonight. He's a playmaker on defense and offense for that matter. But
exactly.
You know, this is the first option team we've seen Pikeville play.
You know, like we said, how do you stop an option team? Play assignments, stay in your lanes.
Absolutely.
And 2nd down, 15 now. Big loss on the play for the Pirates. Belfry again coming up the line of scrimmage, getting everybody set. Clock down to 10 seconds. Browning under center takes it and hands it off to the outside. Or we kind of bounced to the outside. He's going to pick up about 3 of the yards they lost. That was Isaac Dixon on the carry.
Yes.
And that is about as creative as you'll see Belfry get in that backfield. The cross buck, reverse. You know, this is 3rd and long. Is not a place Belfry likes to find themselves.
No.
Exactly. That's where Pikeville needs to have Belfry behind the chains if we're going to have a chance to be able to shut them down. And defense come out and made 2 big plays here in this drive.
Browning under center, and he's back to throw, and he's had a man open and under threw it. Dixon was open. It'll be 4th down and 12 coming up for the Belfry Pirates.
And that's when Belfry finds themselves 2nd and 3rd and long, it's a place that it's out of their comfort zone.
Yes.
And they're going to have problems moving the ball if they have to do it through the air.
And they're set to punt it away. Back deep will be, is that 4 back? On this side, that is Watkins,
Yeah, Watkins and Hensley.
Hensley fair catches it at the 10. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Pikeville from the 10-yard line. So the Panthers actually dodged a bullet that time after giving the ball up with great field position.
Yeah. Actually, that defensive stand was a lot more impressive than the prior one. I think they're getting calibrated and getting used to this option offense. It was good to see the Panthers come out and not get frustrated. It certainly can be.
And that was a big defensive stand too, off of a turnover.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of times, the turnover is a momentum changer, and the defense come out, tightened up, and got the ball back for their offense. See what they can do with it.
Wins each way. Motion coming to the near side, and this time they're going to try to run a sweep. Zach Roberts gets out to about maybe the 14. That's where they spot him at.
Second to the Pirates, number 1, Justin Parker.
And the Panther defense has looked polished in their last few games. You know, you're seeing them making some adjustments right now, and they looked impressive.
Give him a gain of 3, so we'll call it second down and 7. Trips to the left, one wide out right. Pistol formation for Connor Roberts. And he's going to give it to Zach Roberts. And Zach Roberts gets out to about the 18, 19-yard line. Be a pickup of
5.
5, looks like, yep.
It's going to bring 3rd and 1. That's where Pikeville wants to be.
Third down and 1 coming up now for the Panthers. See what Belfry does defensively here. May see them dial up a blitz on this one, looking for the run.
Well, they'll load the box up, that's for sure, if they think they're going to go short yardage. So might see something. Spike will try to use the speed and get to the outside.
Possibly. Trips to the left, one wide out right. Pistol, and they're going to hand it to Roberts again, and he's got the first down, I believe.
Nice drive that time by the O-line for Pikeville. He's going to pick up 2, and that will be their first down of the night.
That's a nice effort on that run.
Yes, it was. You know, Pikeville right now trying to establish themselves and calm down some, I think.
I think so, too. And you're seeing them establish a run game, which in the end is going to help the Panthers if they can tonight.
You know, you can either do 2 things. You can set up the run to establish the pass, or the pass to establish the run.
Yeah.
And I think right now that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make Belfry respect that run, so that opens up the passing game.
Also, it keeps the ball out of the hand of the Belfry offense
true.
as long as they can take it up the field and eat some time off the clock.
Roberts back to throw. He's got a man wide open, leads him out of bounds.
Wow. That was a 6 touchdown if it had been in bounds and the ball got to him.
Yeah, because Billiter with some good speed, he could have taken it down the field in a hurry.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was 3 yards behind the defense. Defense had no clue where he's at.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing the defense playing up a little, where the Panthers have taken it to the ground, and you know, that's one of the dangers you have. Is, when you have speed like Christian Billiter and Seth Pugh, you always have to worry about pass deep.
And if you've got an inexperienced secondary, they'll bite on that run fake.
And it looked like that's exactly what they did.
Twins to the right, slot left, and they're going to hand it to Roberts. And Zach Roberts gets up to about the 29-yard line, gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And you're seeing, you know, an excellent offensive drive. The run opening up the pass, and the pass, in turn, opening up the run.
Roberts now with 24 yards on 6 carries. Zach Roberts, that is.
And Pike will come back into the huddle here. They'll bring it back out now. They'll spread it again. Looks like it'll be trips to the left, one wide out right. Pistol formation again for Connor Roberts. And they're going to give it to Zach Roberts, and it's going to be close. I think he's got it.
I think he's got it on that last surge. He got it.
That'll be a gain of
pick up a 4.
Yep.
He's an extremely hard runner.
Yeah. I tell you what, that's a gusty call right now in this game. I got to give him that.
It is. It certainly was.
Well, you know, Coach McNamee might be telling his O-line, let's go out and make a statement here, and he showed a lot of confidence in him that time.
He did, you're right. Trips left, one wide out right. Roberts out of the pass, out of the backfield, little flanker screen again. Hugh will have it. He'll be out to the 41-yard line maybe.
And you're seeing that controlled passing game.
Yep.
The Panthers have yet to go really downfield except for the one fly route that they ran.
Actually, I'll mark him at the 42, gain of 8.
Panthers moving the ball.
Actually, gain of 9. Second down and 1.
Second down and 1.
Minute 10 left here in the first quarter. Michael with twins each way. Pistol formation again for Roberts. And they're going to give it to Zach Roberts, and he's going to get the first down.
And you're seeing a Belfry defense that plays the classic 3-4 front. So you got 5 offensive linemen going against 4 linebackers and 3 defensive linemen. So Belfry has a second-level defense.
Right.
And I think that's why Coach McNamee feels comfortable running it, you know, up the middle like that.
Look for Belfry, though, to start countering that with bringing more blitzes up the middle out of that middle 2 inside linebackers.
And I'm sure we're going to see it.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, it's just a matter of when. And we're 45 seconds to go here in the quarter. Wins to the, well, one wide out each way, slot right as well. Low snap, and Connor Roberts wants to carry it himself. And Roberts trying to get to the outside. He's got room. Got one man to beat. Cuts back inside. He'll be knocked down inside the 30-yard line. Call it the 28, maybe the 27. It'll be 1st and 10 Vikings.
Yeah, Charlie, I think that was getting something out of nothing there.
Yeah.
I think it was a busted play, and Roberts bobbled the snap. But, you know, again, great athlete, made something happen.
It looked like the snap was to his left and low, and he had reached down and grabbed it.
A little low.
Through the timing.
And he followed a great lead block that time by the Bull.
Yeah.
Braden Hunter pulled from his right guard position and opened that hole up for Roberts.
Trips right, one wide out left. Roberts going to throw another flanker screen, and it's going to be caught.
Christian Biller.
Christian Biller going to lose 2.
Yes.
Back to the 30-yard line.
And our wide receivers usually do a great job of blocking downfield like you saw in the last play. But, you know, that time it's our downfield blocking with our wide receivers that really has to get better.
And we got 9 seconds left here in the first quarter. That'll probably be the last play of the quarter. Belfry leads it 7-0. And we'll be right back on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Gearhart Broadband can help. We've got the business-grade services you need for less, with the fastest small business internet speeds available today. The peace of mind that comes with a 24-hour Microtech local customer support hotline, and our commitment to grow when you do, with a scalability that's both fast and flexible on our reliable network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit imctv.com today.
Appalachian Wireless is gearing up for smartphone season. And we say, out with the old and in with the new. That's right, during smartphone season, when the latest and greatest smartphones are released, bring in your eligible smartphone device to Appalachian Wireless, trade in and upgrade to one of the hottest smartphones. Samsung fan? How about $100 off the brand new Samsung Galaxy S9? Just another reason why Appalachian Wireless proves better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company. 2-year agreement required.
Welcome back to the Hamley Athletic Complex. Ready for second quarter action. 7-0 Belfry over Pikeville, but Pikeville is on the move. They have the ball 2nd and 13 on the Belfry 30-yard line. And Charlie and Doug, we was talking during the break. Pikeville was able to pick up 60 yards in that first quarter on the ground against Belfry, and that's a little surprising.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. You know, essentially, you would expect the Panthers to come out and throw downfield, and what we're seeing is that controlled passing game, you know, a lot of screens, and really a direct attack on the Belfry defense.
You know, a lot of times the screen's a good way to get one of your athletes out in space with the ball.
Yeah, and I think they're trying to get the defensive backs from Belfry to play up so that they can beat them deep.
Well, they had the one chance, you know, and overthrew it where they
snap out of the pistol. Roberts looking to throw, hit, and breaks out of the tackle, back to throw again, and this one's going to be, tell you what, that could have been 6, or it could have been 6 the other way.
Yeah, could have been 6 either way.
Yeah, it looked like a Belfry defender got a piece of that ball, but then hit the receiver.
Yep.
Also.
Hey, well, that was a wild-looking play. I mean, you got to give Roberts a lot of credit. He broke loose from the Belfry defender and had enough sense of mind to look downfield and try to find another receiver.
Patrick Jones was the receiver that was intended for on the Pikeville side. Roberts now 4 of 8 for 19 yards and 1 interception.
So 3rd down, 13 coming up now for Pikeville. They're going to go with the spread. Trips to the left, one wide out right. Shotgun formation for Roberts. And Roberts going to run it himself. And Connor Roberts gets out across the 25, call it the, looks like they're going to mark him at the 25. Gain of 5.
I think they're going to, that was just a play trying to get some of the yardage back, setting up for a 4th down and shorter yardage.
Yeah, they're going to go for it on 4th down. There's no question here.
Yeah, I think that was just a set-up play. You're definitely in 4-down territory.
Oh, absolutely. Ball right at the 25-yard line. 4th down and 7. Billiter bringing the play in from the sideline. Pikeville will have to hurry. Only 8 seconds on the play clock here. Trips left, one wide out right. Roberts in the shotgun, takes the snap. He is looking to throw. Has time. It's going to be picked again. And the Belfry defender will bring it back to the 34-yard line. Was that?
That was number one, Justin Barker. And that one had no chance. Again, Roberts throwing in. That was probably 4 defenders there.
And we had talked about it before the game. That was one of the first times we saw him throw from the pocket. And, you know, when you drop back in the curl territory around the middle of the field, it gets hard to see those guys. And Roberts is not a really especially tall guy.
Well, and the big thing, too, though, that was a situation where you could take that chance at this spot on the field because it's basically a punt.
Sure, absolutely.
So Belfry back out on the field. And they're looking back to the sideline for their play. Only 9 seconds. They're going to hurry up and get this one away. The inverted bone look again. Browning under center, hands it off. And a big hole. One man to beat. And he may be gone. And he is going to take it all the way to the end zone. Ben Browning from 66 yards. Yep.
It's hard to stop the Belfry run with a lead blocker.
Yeah, that's one of the things that inverted wishbone does for you, is it lets you put that man in motion, and sometimes you'll have 3 blockers downfield with him.
Yeah. And Belfry historically has had great fullbacks, blocking fullbacks in the past, and you certainly saw great blocks right there.
13-0 Belfry now. They'll try for the extra point conversion. And we've got 10:50 to go here in the first half. And the Pirates have just been able to offensively do what they want to with the football.
They really have.
Extra point is up. Nope, they're going to fake it. And does he get in? He does. So number 5, Seth Mounts, the holder, runs. Oh, is it number 6? Birchfield.
Number 6.
Isaiah Birchfield takes it in for the 2-point conversion, makes it 15-0. Belfry with 10:50 to play here in the first half. We'll be right back on the Intermountain Sports Network.
This summer, you need to enjoy family time. Don't worry about things like this happening. Stand out from the pack. Choose a local security company that cares. Get Microtech. Take advantage of our new summer specials. Check this out. Get a basic wireless security system with not 1, but 2 cameras for only $39.95 per month, plus 6 months free monitoring. Wow! All new sign-ups are entered to win a 55-inch Samsung Q LED TV. With Microtech, families matter.
Hall Funeral Home has provided caring services since 1947, helping families honor the ones they love. With convenient parking and access, our facilities provide an affordable, comfortable place for friends and families, whether you need spacious accommodations or a more intimate setting. Hall Funeral Home's pre-planning services can shield loved ones from making decisions at a stressful time. For pre-planning or at your time of need, trust the caring professionals at Hall Funeral Home in Martin.
Welcome back to Pikeville. 10:50 left first half. Belfry extends their lead 15-0 as number 9 Bentley takes it 66 yards on one play for the touchdown. 2-point conversion good on the 2-point try, and Belfry's kicking off to Pikeville, Charlie.
And they're going to kick it deep. And Pike was going to let it bounce. And Billiter takes it at about the 15, or about the 5, I guess. He gets it out to about the 25. 24 is where they're going to mark him. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Pikeville Panthers.
31, John and others in on the play.
So Pikeville needs to move the football down the field this trip.
Yes, they do. They need to get some points on the board, and the 2-point conversion can really hurt the Panthers in a rivalry game or close game. Those 2-point conversions can add up.
I don't think that was a planned 2-point conversion because he was down in the stands. We couldn't see it, but he might have bobbled the ball.
It could have been. It was hard to tell, really, from our vantage point.
Yes, here high on the rocks.
So 1st and 10 now, Pipe. They're going to go with the spread. Trips to the right, 1 wide out left. And they're going to try to run out of it. And, well, bouncing to the outside is Zach Roberts. And Roberts is going to pick up about 7 yards on the play, looks like.
And that was Jesse Sparks on the carry.
Sparks.
Oh, okay.
You've seen the Panthers go to this. I know I've seen them practice it. He's one of their linebackers, extremely physical and a larger back.
So Sparks with the big pickup. 8-yard pickup, 2nd down and 2. And Pike will coming back in the huddle. Pike will not in any big hurry to get up to the line of scrimmage right now either.
And the Panthers have the capability to put a lot of points on the board fast.
They do. Twins each way in the shotgun is Roberts. Got motion. And he's going to take it and run it. This is a designed quarterback run. Roberts cuts back against the grain. He's going to get the first down out across the 45, call it the 47 at least, looks like. Maybe the 48. 48's where they're going to mark him at.
And you're seeing the same strategy that you saw a lot of success against Paintsville.
Yeah.
You know, getting up and cutting back against the defense, but the Belfry defense a little more physical, a little more faster. They're going to close those lanes down a lot faster.
And you know what's got to worry you if you're a Pikeville fan is how much can Connor Roberts take physically.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, this is not a Class A matchup,
no.
and it won't count towards the playoffs.
Right. Trips left, one wide out right, and he's gonna hand it off up the middle. Who we got this time? That's a different back. Sparks again. Okay.
So we'll get 4, looks like.
Yep. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. 9 minutes left here in the first half. 15-0 Belfry, but Pikeville moving the football this time.
Yeah, I think you saw, Pikeville transition to their short yardage back, and he's being it's effective.
Yes, it is. Again, they'll go trips right, one wide out left. This time it's the pistol formation. Roberts, and he's going to hand it off again to Sparks. And Sparks just line it up and get behind those big linemen and running the football.
And, throughout the years, the one thing I've seen against Belfry, they always have size and strength. And really the only thing you can throw at that is size and strength.
Yep. Pickup of 9, looks like. 2nd down and 1. Easy up there. So, Pikeville. Play coming in from the sideline. 8:30 to go here in the first half. Still 15-0, but Pikeville driving the football. They've got Twins each way. Roberts in the shotgun, takes it, and again going to hand it up the middle. And again, Sparks with a first down into Belfry territory at the 48.
And we thought, they've switched gears again and put Roberts back in the game, Zach Roberts, on that carry. I think they're mixing up speed and power, going back and forth.
Well, against a big physical team like Belfry, too, you rest your backs and maybe you have some fresh legs in the second half.
And for Pikeville, you have to think about that.
Yes.
You're not as deep, and you got the playoffs, too.
Trips right, one wide out left, pistol formation for Roberts. And he's going to hand it to Zach Roberts out of the backfield this time, and he's going to squirt out. And they're going to mark him at the 44, maybe the 43?
43.
43, okay.
It's 5 yards a leg now, Charlie. Zach Roberts and Sparks, 4 and 5 yards a carry right up the middle between the tackles. O-line doing a good job on this drive.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make the Pirates beat them with 3 down linemen without stunting, and Panthers are being effective right now.
Again, they're trying to spread the secondary out too to cut the middle up, and it's working so far. Again, he's gonna hand it off up the middle, and again that was Zach Roberts, I believe, wasn't it?
It was.
And he'll get down inside the 40, maybe the 39.
Initial hit number 59, Austin Fields for the Pirates. 3rd down. And 2.
That's 12 carries for Zach Roberts here in the first half for 44 yards.
Call it the 40-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 2. Trips to the left, one wide out right. Trying to get isolation over on that far side, and they've got it. Now Roberts, he's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down out near the 35-yard line.
You have to think in the mind of a coach, staying disciplined and sticking with this running attack down 2 touchdowns. It certainly shows the experience of Coach McNamee.
Yeah, he's not going to panic on the sideline.
No.
And if he can get the kids to buy in and believe in it, then, which both of these teams with a lot of tradition.
Yes.
Trips right, one wide out left again. Pistol formation. Sparks in the backfield, yeah. Sorry. And they're going to hand it. No, they're going to throw it wide, and they got a man over there. Watkins. And Watkins has the first down inside the 25.
Excellent downfield blocking by the Panther wide receivers there.
12-yard pickup.
I think everybody in the house was looking for Sparks to get that ball.
I think you're right. But that's exactly what you set up. You know, a lot of people don't realize that for every time you see a formation, there's probably 10 plays if you run out of that same formation and you set one another up.
It's most certainly a chess game and not checkers.
Yes. 5:55 to play here in the first half. Trips to the left, one wide out right. Shotgun formation for Roberts, and Roberts going to keep it himself. And Roberts drilled, but bounces off and still gets pretty good yardage out of it.
Yeah, extra effort run right there. He was stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and just extra effort, gutted out another 4 or 5 yards.
Picked up 5.
But that goes to show, and I talk about it a lot, they don't tackle like we used to tackle.
No.
You got to lock those arms up if you want to stop him. You can't just hit him.
Yeah, you'll see some hard hits, but people bounce off.
Yep.
And you saw it there.
Second down and 5. Pikeville threatening here. They've got the ball at the 18-yard line. Cripps right, one wide out, or Cripps left, one wide out right. And this time he's going to keep it himself and hit and then knocked down at about the 10. That'll be a pickup of 8. Another first down.
Yeah, you're seeing the Pirates on their heels here on this drive. And really the Panthers have yet to really throw downfield. They're doing it on the ground.
Had one pass. That was the pass to Sparks in this drive. The rest of it's been all on the ground.
I bet they're not looking forward to getting over that huddle between the series here.
No, I'm sure not.
I'm sure they're getting ready to discuss what they've done wrong on this drive.
I'm sure there's a list, too.
Yeah. First and 10, 4:45 to play here in the first half. Trips this time to the right, one wide out left. Pistol formation, Roberts and Roberts. And they're going to hand it to Zach Roberts. And he's going to take it into the end zone. 10-yard run for Zach Roberts to make it 15-6.
And we certainly didn't expect that.
No. It'll be interesting to see whether he goes for 2 here or wait.
Well, they got the kicker on the field. They're going to go for the extra point. Zach Roberts, 13 carries, 54 yards, and the 10-yard touchdown run here in this first half.
Panther backs have been workhorses on that drive.
Hamilton set to attempt the extra point. Snaps down, kick is up. It looks to be good, and it is. 15-7. We'll keep it right here as the Belfry Pirates lead it over the Pikeville Panthers.
And Charlie, I'd like to let everyone know out there tonight that listeners to us on the radio that tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock on WPRG TV 5 and HD 105, they can see the replay of this exciting game, and also WPRG.com, WPRG TV YouTube page and Facebook page, and that's all in the morning at 10 o'clock. So be sure to turn one of those platforms on and watch this game. And also, I'd like to let everyone know that tonight's game is being brought to you by Attorney John Earl Hunt, Microtech Internet and Security, Intermountain Cable, Appalachian Wireless, Hall Funeral Home, Coalfields Telephone, and Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky.
Appreciate those fine folks allowing us to be here tonight and turning out to be the game we thought it would be here. We expect it to be a close game. It's 15-7 now with 4:33 to play in the first half as Pikeville has come alive a little bit.
Yeah, they certainly have, and you're seeing that senior leadership, I think, come from the top down. From Coach Mack to now 18 seniors, I think, on this Panther team. They didn't panic. A couple early turnovers, but they're still in this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Now they're trying to get their defense dialed up now to stop this running game of Belfry.
They've 130 yards on the ground for Pikeville here in the first half against this stout defense, and that is on, let's see, that's 13 and 8, 21 on 24 carries, 130 yards. So that's 4 and 5 yards a pop.
That's pretty impressive.
Take those numbers against anybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Roberts 5 of 10 through the air for 31 yards and has had 2 picks. Of course, Belfry, the last time that they scored and got the 2-point conversion, that came off a turnover, so they've scored 8 points off the turnover so far.
And to put those picks in perspective, one was tapped, and one, he really didn't have anything to lose by throwing it. So, although he has had 2 interceptions, it was totally understandable, and I would not let that stat affect how I thought I played the game.
Pikeville set to kick it away. Let's see what Belfry can do. 4:33 to go here in the half, and it's kicked away. It's going to be a squib kick, and Belfry will pick it up. Yeah, he went to a knee. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Small mistakes like that. The man fielding the kick had his knee down. He's back on the 16, 17.
16 looks like. Tough break right there for the Pirates, but a big break for Pikeville.
Yeah, mental mistakes, small little mistakes like that can affect big games like this.
Charlie, just like we say all the time, this is a big defensive stand for Pikeville, because if Belfry drives it down, puts it in the end zone, they will be receiving the second half kick. So
exactly,
this is a huge defensive stand for Pikeville.
Big momentum swing can happen here.
And with 4 minutes, 30 seconds left, Belfry's methodical.
Oh, yeah.
The Panthers definitely need to stop here, though.
We've got a timeout. Belfry looks like.
Timeout, Belfry. That's their second timeout.
So Belfry takes a break. We'll take one as well. 15-7 Pirates with 4:30 to play here in the first half on the Intermountain Sports Network.
You've got enough to worry about. So keep your Wi-Fi worry-free with our Meshify managed Wi-Fi from Gearhart Broadband. A Gearhart technician maps signal strength throughout your home. Then we install Meshify Wi-Fi extenders at key locations to deliver strong Wi-Fi that keeps all your devices running smooth. With no dead zones, relax with worry-free Wi-Fi. Available now from your friends at Gearhart Broadband. Call or click to learn more.
Hall Funeral Home has provided caring services since 1947, helping families honor the ones they love. With convenient parking and access, our facilities provide an affordable, comfortable place for friends and families, whether you need spacious accommodations or a more intimate setting. Hall Funeral Home's pre-planning services can shield loved ones from making decisions at a stressful time.
Under center, Browning. And that's going to blow a whistle. That's going to be an illegal shift.
False start.
False start.
Prior to the snap, false start, 73, offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
I thought both backs moved too.
It looked like it.
First penalty of the night.
And it also looks like Belfry went back to what got them a score. It was the same play out of the same set. So
that puts Belfry behind the chains now, 1st and 15. Again, Browning will go under center, that inverted wishbone. Browning takes it, and he will hand it. Cut back, makes a couple of nice cuts, but he's going to gain about 2 yards. Ben Bentley on the carry.
Pirates have a lot of confidence in that offensive set. They've gone back to that, I think, 4 or 5 times tonight. That same running back, that same set.
Second down.
2nd and 12 coming up now for Belfry. 4 minutes to go here in the half. Pirates again in the inverted wishbone. They do have a wide out, wide left. And they're going to hand it straight up on the right side. Going to get a couple, and that's going to be it.
On the carry for the Pirates.
Only a couple on that one. So 3rd down, 9. Getting that inverted wishbone. There's motion. They'll look back to the sideline for the play again. Signaling in, they're down to 9 seconds on the play clock. Browning gets everybody set, takes it, and he's going to hand it off. They got lead blockers. They're not going to get the first down. They'll get out across the 35, looks like. I'm sorry, out across the 15. That'll bring up a 4th and what? 4th and 3?
3 or 4, yeah.
4th and 2. But they're forced to punt, so the Pikeville defense done its job.
It's a big play for Pikeville right there. With Belfry getting the football when we come back from the break.
Very big play. Very big stand there.
Long snap, and he's going to take his time. Puts away what's a good end-over-end punt, and Hensley breaks the first tackle And Hensley down the sideline, going to give them great field position in Belfry territory inside the 40.
And Hensley, a playmaker for the Panthers. He's a dangerous man to have back there returning kicks.
Yes, he is.
He's a dangerous man anytime he has the football in his hand. He was held in check last week, so look for him to try to get the ball to him a little more.
Yeah, the Panthers have a bounty of tall, athletic wide receivers that several of them are very dangerous no matter where they're at.
Near the concession stand, once again, all high school students being recognized tonight for your academics. Pikeville High School.
It'll be trips to the left this time. One wide out right for Pikeville. Roberts in the shotgun. Roberts going to try the quarterback draw. He's got some space. And Belfry will bring him down, but not until he gains good yardage. At to about the 44, be a gain of 5, I believe, Larry.
I think you're right, Charlie. That makes Roberts 63 yards on 9 carries.
And you're seeing the Panthers change gears here. Really, you can start feeling the game speed up a little bit in the Panthers' favor.
Trips left, one wide out right. Roberts in the pistol this time. And might have got by with one. Looked like he was cheating up. First down.
Panthers really moving the ball up the middle on this Belfry defense right now.
Pick up a 7 that time for Zach Roberts. Zach Roberts, 61 yards on 14 carries. He has the 1 touchdown. That was for 10 yards.
And I think you're going to see the Panthers go to the hurry up here. They're going off their wristbands instead of sending players in.
Timeout, Belfry.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, Belfry calls the timeout here. Minute 46. We'll just keep it right here. And that's their lead.
That's their last timeout of the half, Charlie. When's the last time you've seen Belfry use 3 timeouts in the first half?
Not very often.
That's an important note. I think you saw the Pirates take that timeout as the Panthers were going into no huddle. So they're trying to keep this game methodical, controlled.
Well, in the last 2 drives, the scoring drive and then this drive here, just like Charlie said, hits between the tackles and hits 4 and 5 yards at a lick now. So Coach Haywood maybe talk to his defense coordinator and see if they can make some changes on that front line to slow the Panthers down just a little bit.
I think you're going to see the linebackers start cheating up in the hole a little bit more right now.
And that's when you'll see the pass down the field. It wouldn't surprise me right now. You got 1st and 10 on the 37. Belfry with no timeouts left, 1:46 on the clock. Maybe see Panthers come out of this timeout and take a shot down the field right here.
You're right. It wouldn't be a surprise. We're about ready to find out thought they were getting ready to come back out. Now they're getting some last-minute instructions. And Pike will now come back out. Looks like it'll be trips left. 1 wide out right. And pistol formation, or shotgun formation. So Roberts in the gun. Takes it and looking to throw. He's got time. Here comes the pressure now. Now he's going to pick it up and run it, and he's going to pick up the first down.
So down to the 27, pick up a 10.
Minute 38 to play here now.
Big game for the Panthers. Roberts there. He had a lot of time, too. A lot of time to throw the ball. For the offensive line, pass blocking extremely well.
73 yards now for Roberts on 10 carries. Zach Roberts with 14 carries, 61 yards. Don't know, might have to do some research at half if we can, see when the last time Belfry had 2 backs go over 100 yards in a game against them.
And Roberts looking, rolling out, 1 to throw. Firing downfield, and it's caught. Watkins, it's going to be a first down out at the 15 or 16.
They're going to give him the 16, yeah.
Yep. Panthers in the red zone now, inside the 20.
Minute and a half to play.
And Panthers going back to the wristband offense.
Right. Trips right, 1 wide out left.
2 catches now for Watkins, 23 yards.
Out of the pistol, he's going to throw it again. Going to throw it out wide, Watkins, and Watkins steps. He's going to be knocked out of bounds down at the 9.
I think they're going to give him the 9.
And this is what the Pirates wanted to avoid. The game's pace has sped up.
It has.
Definitely noticeable.
49 yards on 7 of 9 now for Connor Roberts, and Watkins has been his big receiver so far, 3 catches for 30 yards. Hensley, the speedster, has got 2 catches for only 12 yards right now.
Trips left, one wide out, right out of the pistol. Roberts going to keep it himself and breaks a tackle.
Driving toward the end zone.
Extra effort got him inside the 5.
Down to the 2. Pick up of 8, first and goal.
And we've got a timeout by Pikeville. We'll take a break. 15-7, Belfry leading. Pikeville knocking on the door with 1:10 to play here in the half on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
No matter how you connect, Gearhart Broadband delivers fast, reliable internet and Meshify Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device, all at once, with local experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect to Meshify Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click imctv.com to upgrade today.
Pikeville 1:10 left in the first half, 15-7. Belfry, Pikeville first to go from the 2, Charlie.
And in the shotgun, they're going to run it himself.
End zone.
And yep, touchdown. 3-yard run. Connor Roberts. Yep. It's a 2-point ball game.
And I think you just go for your extra point here. Well, they're going to. Well, no, they're not. I don't know what kind of formation. They got number 55 behind the center.
Timeouts on the field.
Well, they're trying to pull the old swinging door or trick play or something.
That's their final timeout.
Both teams have used all their timeouts here in the first half.
Yes, they have. What kind of formation was that, Doug?
Well, it looked to me like no backs in the backfield.
And number 55 was under center.
55 under center. I'm sure it was one of the creative, came from the creative department at the Pikeville football office.
Whoever that is, right?
Yeah.
Pikeville dominating this second quarter. You take the 166-yard touchdown run from Belfry, and they have shut the Belfry offense down. We was talking during the break, Pikeville's offense has run 40 plays here in this first half. Belfry has run 13.
That's an important statistic, too.
That's a huge discrepancy, too.
On a humid night like this and the heat, you got to think the Belfry defense is a little gassed right now.
Well, we're used to seeing Belfry hit that middle between the tackles, 2 or 3 yards in the first half, and 4 and 5 or 6 in the second half. It's the Panthers that's turned the tables on them here in the first half.
Yes, they have.
They're going to line up in the regular offense. Roberts in the pistol. He's going to hand it off to Zach Roberts. Does he get in? And it's a 2-point conversion. Tied at 15 with 1:06 to play here in this first half of football, so Pikeville will have to kick it away to Belfry.
Yeah, and given the Pirates only 1 minute and 6 seconds, which is extremely hard running with triple option to put points on the board in that amount of time.
Well, they're out of timeouts too, so if they secure the ball, I look for them to just run the clock out. Yeah. Pikeville with no timeouts either, so look for some little plays. Of course, you know, they broke the big play right up the middle, so, you know, you got to be aware of that.
Yeah, you know, that's the tale of the tape here in this half. You know, Belfry, a couple big plays, but really Pikeville's offense has sustained drives, and they look good.
Yes, they have.
We'll see what happens. I think Belfry will run. I think they'll run a couple of plays. I don't think they're going to just take a knee here, but they will keep it on the ground, obviously.
And also, you was talking, Doug, about the Pikeville offense. You got to give credit for the defense, too. The first drive that Belfry had the ball. They just run it right down the field in 6 plays, went 61 yards to put it in the end zone.
They did.
And since that, the defense has basically shut them down.
Yeah, they have. And I think as you know, that's what you get when you mix a team like Pikeville's offense and Belfry's offense. They're so starkly different, and you got to think the defense practices against that, and you get in a rhythm against it. But you know, the Pikeville, it's going to take both teams time to adjust, and really this is a game of adjustments at halftime.
Yeah, and also success breeds confidence, and Pikeville now has the confidence that they can play with this Belfry team, so it's going to be dangerous. They're a dangerous team here in the second half.
Absolutely. You certainly, if you're Belfry, you didn't want Pikeville thinking they could hang with you in the first half.
There was a penalty that's marked off, so he'll be kicking from the 45-yard line.
Well, didn't pick that penalty up.
I don't know what is that?
It had to be an unsportsmanlike or a personal foul, one of the two.
He put his hands on his head for the call. I don't know what that is.
Well, it might be an illegal
Hey, had too many people on the field.
Could have been.
I'll spit it out for you.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. And this one will go through the end zone, so it'll come back out to the 20 in high school, doesn't it?
Illegal participation.
That's the word.
We get it out.
And the Panthers have some excellent kickers, as you can see there, both with the field goal kicking and kicking off. They come from a long line of soccer players.
Yeah. And Belfry coming back out, and they'll go out of the wishbone. They have one wide receiver wide to the left. There'll be that inverted bone, which is what they go with most of the time now. Browning will be under center. And they're going to hand it out, try a little bit student body look here. They've got a lane. If he can get some distance on him, cuts back, breaks another tackle, still on his feet. And he's going to cut back again. He may go all the way. He may take it 80 yards. Touchdown. Number 3, Isaac Dixon. 80 yards for the touchdown. And it's now 21-15 Belfry.
And that is not what the Panthers wanted.
No, absolutely not. But that's the thing you look at with the Belfry, and they got exactly what they wanted. They got that defensive end blocked down inside, and then he had 2 men in front of him. He just had a convoy going down the field.
Yeah, the Panthers have had a rough time on the ends tonight. They've attacked the Panther ends, and really that's where the big plays have come from on both sides.
But that's typical Belfry football.
Absolutely.
There's the extra point up. This one is good, and it is 21-15 Belfry by 6 now. No.
Yeah,
22. They didn't put it up there. I said, wait a minute, that ain't right.
The extra point gave
It's
them 22.
Got to be a 7-point game. So 22-15.
Not only, Doug, you were talking about blocking down on the ends. Both of the big runs that Belfry's had, you've had a couple missed tackles also.
You have. You know, that's another big part of this game. You're not seeing people wrap up, especially in that second level. Your linebackers and your corners out there, you're not seeing them wrap up, and they're breaking tackles.
And the officials over there talking to the Belfry coaches about something. Not sure what he's upset about, but he's upset about something. He's been talking to Jimmy Cecil for a while.
Well, I think I was looking for a flag to be thrown in the end zone, because after Dixon made it into the end zone, one of the Pikeville players grabbed him in the shoulder pads and done a horse collar tackle on him. I think they was looking for a personal foul.
Could be.
I know I seen it, and I thought they was going to throw a flag, but they didn't throw it, so that might have been what they was looking at.
Possible. I would say that it was possibly a good point, because Jimmy let him talk an awful long time.
Yes, yes.
50 seconds left here in the first half, 22-15. It got exciting quick, didn't it?
Yeah, a lot of action in the last minute.
Well, the maroon is on their hands now, and the red and white is up, giving all the applause.
And Belfry kicks. He'll be taken over there. Is that Pugh? And Pugh gets out to about the 23. And they're wanting a late hit, but I don't think that's. I think his momentum was carrying him into there. I think it's a good no call.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, he had already started his tackle before they blew the whistle. It's not like it is in cartoons. You can pull that air brake on that airplane to stop it in mid-air, is it?
Nope.
And both teams really playing a clean game.
It has been, yeah.
One penalty,
One
well,
penalty.
the 2 penalties.
Yeah.
One was on the kickoff.
Yeah, one wasn't even during play, so.
Right.
Trips to the right, one wide out left. In the shotgun is Roberts.
Might try to see him air it out, get him some of the back.
They're going to hand it off up the middle. And Zach Roberts has got a big run going himself. And he'll go be knocked down. I guess they said he went out of bounds out at about the
48.
48 looks like it.
The Panthers have to be conscious of the clock. 40 seconds left. I think they're running to stop the clock. But you're seeing the Panthers speed up the game here, going back to the wristbands.
Trips right, one wide out left. Roberts in the shotgun. It's like Spark. Nope, Roberts back there with him again, looking to throw. Firing downfield, and he's got Pugh. Did he get him? Incomplete.
The last second, Dixon, I think that is, reaches in and tips that one away. Just a step too short on the throw.
He has a good throw and a good attempt to catch it. But, yeah, it looked like he got a little piece of it there.
Yes.
But it also opens up that defense a little bit now they've got to respect that deep throw.
Yeah, and you can see the Pirates back off after they throw downfield like that. It's certainly working.
2nd and 10. Trips right, one wide out left. Shotgun formation. Roberts looking, going to throw it wide, little flanker screen. Billiter is going to be dropped after a gain of about 9. And there's a flag on the field. Comes from the position where it could be holding, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's holding or blocking the back.
Let's see.
It's definitely coming back.
Yep.
Holding, offense number 4. 10-yard penalty, still take it down.
That's Pikeville's first penalty of the night.
Yeah, it can get tricky out there blocking with wide receivers. A lot of times you do get those kind of calls.
Well, it's different than blocking as a lineman, too, because you're right in view of everybody. Trips left, one wide out right. Roberts again takes snap, pumps, and this time he's going to be dropped in for a sack.
Roberts, tackle for a loss on the play. 11.8 to play here.
And the clock stops momentarily. You had a helmet coming off a Belfry defender, so they'll crank it back up, and Pikeville will try to get one more play off.
And it'll be Trips left, one wide out right again. Roberts in the shotgun. Takes it, he's looking to throw. Trying to set up a middle screen, and Belfry read that one. It's incomplete.
Last play.
So that's the end of the first half. 22-15, Belfry on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Appalachian Wireless is gearing up for smartphone season. Now we say out with the old and in with the new. That's right, during smartphone season, when the latest and greatest smartphones are released, bring in your eligible smartphone device to Appalachian Wireless, trade in and upgrade to one of the hottest smartphones. Samsung fan? How about $100 off the brand new Samsung Galaxy S9? Just another reason why Appalachian Wireless proves better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company. 2-year agreement required.
Times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Gearhart Broadband can help. We've got the business-grade services you need for less, with the fastest small business internet speeds available today. The peace of mind that comes with a 24-hour Microtech local customer support hotline. And our commitment to grow when you do, with a scalability that's both fast and flexible on our reliable network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit imctv.com today.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
So keep your Wi-Fi worry-free with our Meshify managed Wi-Fi from Gearhart Broadband. A Gearhart technician maps signal strength throughout your home. Then we install Meshify Wi-Fi extenders at key locations to deliver strong Wi-Fi that keeps all your devices running smooth. With no dead zones. Relax with worry-free Wi-Fi. Available now from your friends at Gearhart Broadband. Call or click to learn more.
No matter how you connect, Gearhart Broadband delivers fast, reliable internet and Meshify Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device, all at once, with local experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect to Meshify Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click imctv.com to upgrade today.
Welcome back to the Hamley Athletic Complex. 22-15 at the half. The Belfry Pirates lead it. And Belfry, all big plays here in this first half, folks.
Yeah, definitely. You saw kind of the Belfry offense have to stay off the field most of that half. It was more of a Pikeville offense show, but you also saw the quick strike capability that comes with that Belfry offense. It didn't take much, but I think that certainly the Belfry defense must be feeling that half.
Yeah, I'm sure they make some adjustments here. And like we said, we were talking and looking at it at halftime. It looked like that Belfry really expecting the pass. So dropping everybody back into pass coverage, only rushing the 3 down linemen, and that gave Pikeville a chance to really run the football. Like I say, Pikeville took advantage of it.
Yeah, they absolutely did. And you're seeing, the beautiful thing about football, it's a give and take sports. When you take away one thing, you give another. And you're seeing Pikeville take advantage of just having to beat those 3 down linemen into that first level and second level of the defense.
Well, Charlie, you was talking about the big play capability of Belfry. Belfry had 2 more yards than Pikeville. It was almost dead even, 226, 224. Pikeville done it on 44 offensive plays, and Belfry done it on 14.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Belfry, 2 of their scores was...
They had an 80-yard and a 66-yard, so 144 of those 226 yards come on 2 plays.
Yeah, you've seen Pikeville. If you're Belfry, you're a little worried because Pikeville's moved the ball consistently against them. So with some adjustments, I'm really excited to see the second half.
It's going to be because it's like I say, it's a chess match right now. Both coaches are trying to move different pieces around here at the break. We'll see which one made the right call.
Well, and another thing, I think the thing that you need to look at, Pikeville proved in the first half that they can play with Belfry, and they can get as physical as Belfry. But the thing that you got to look at, I think myself, one of the prime factors here starting the second half, Pikeville come back, had all the momentum, tied it up 50 seconds to go. Belfry goes 80 yards on 1 play, retakes the lead. They'll get the ball the second half. What kind of mental state the Pikeville's defense comes out with here on this in this second half on that first drive?
You're right. We talk about it so much about how much momentum comes out of getting the last score of the first half, and then if you happen to be able to get the first score of the second half, you really demoralize the defense.
Yeah, you do. And you got to think, though, that the Pikeville offense is certainly confident after that half. They've proven they can run a sustainable running game against the Pirates. But at the same time, like you say, 1 score can really blow this game up.
Yes.
So Pikeville needs to stop really bad.
And we're about to get everybody on the right side of the field here. And we're ready.
Go a little different direction in the second half than to go to the first half.
Yeah, I'm sure their emotions are high out there tonight. I don't think there's any question about that.
Yeah, and historically, everybody wants to kick away from the scoreboard in the first half so that you get to see it on offense in the second half.
Right,
exactly.
Ready to receive for the Pirates, number 10, Coleman. And to set the kick, number 5, Hamilton. Second half.
So here we go, second half ready to start. And Pikeville's going to kick it away. It's a short kick. It'll be taken at about the 31-yard line, and he'll get up to about the 37 is Birchfield. Isaiah Birchfield on the carry.
Yeah, you're seeing Pikeville really keep it away from Belfry's quickness and speed back there.
Yeah, showing a lot of respect for the return people. You're right.
Yeah, we're seeing them either kick it in the end zone or to the 40.
Right. And same look for Belfry, the inverted wishbone, 1 wide out, wide left. Long snap count, and he'll look back to the sideline. Browning. Avery Browning, the quarterback out there. He is a senior. There's motion. He's going to give it to the motion man. Coming around the outside, he's got blockers in front of him. And he's going to pick up about 6-7 yards. That's Bentley on the carry.
And early in the season, the Belfry quarterback had an injury, I think, twisted ankle or something.
Right, he didn't play in the first game when we was over there when they played Huntington High. He didn't even suit up that game.
It's good to see him back on the field.
And this time Belfry will come out with the wide out wide to the right. Inverted wishbone. And there's most. Now they'll back up and reset it again. Typical Belfry football would be a 80-yard drive and take 10 minutes off the clock. And they're going to run it again to the outside. And another nice run. And this is a good one by Isaac.
You're seeing the Panthers stack 8 and 9 in the box on that defensive play.
Yep. Isaac Dixon picks up the big first down. It's in Pikeville territory at the 42. 41. Okay.
Pick up the 16.
So 1st and 10 now, Belfry. Belfry still picking up yardage in chunks.
Dixon with 117 yards on 5 carries, 80 of those coming on the touchdown run.
And they'll step back and reset it again. Coaches like to get a look at the defensive lineup and then change the play to match that. And again, he's going to hand it off. And again, it's Bentley. Bentley cuts back. He's got a little bit of room, breaks another tackle. He'll get out for another first down out close to the 26-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, and you're seeing Belfry use hand signals to audible.
Yep.
94 yards now for Bentley on 5 carries, so Belfry close to having 2 players in over the 100-yard mark as well as Pikeville.
Inverted wishbone, there's motion, and they'll come back. They'll step back again. One of these days they're going to run out of that quick snap catch, popple off the guard, possibly. And this time he's going to hand it up the middle. And it's going to be a nice gain, about 7 yards for Coleman.
Yeah, you're really seeing the Pikeville defense reset every time they do that, and eventually you got to think they're going to run one right out of the gate.
So 2nd down and 4 coming up now for the Pirates. Inverted wishbone, and again, he'll get under center, Browning, and he's going to take it first snap that time. And Bentley's got another first down out near the 15-yard line.
The Pirates are really focusing on those ends, trying to get the ball out on the corners there.
You know, we talk about Pikeville speed. Belfry speed has been pretty good tonight.
Yeah, especially in their skill positions.
Well, they've the Belfry Pirates is the ones that had the big plays tonight, scoring plays. Pikeville's score's been on methodical drives.
And you've certainly seen a role reversal.
Yes, you have.
These teams.
But we were talking to some of the Belfry people here at the break, and they said they've been a big play team this year. Just differences as theirs comes from the running game and not the passing game. There's the inverted look again, and again he's going to hand it off and pick up of about 6 by Coleman. And we'll call it, I think it's 6. We'll call it 2nd down and 4. Because he got to get to the 6-yard line for the first down, doesn't he?
Yes.
So 9:48 to go here in the third quarter, and they've taken some time off the clock as well. Inverted wishbone look again. And we got a movement.
Looks like there was a false start on the left tackle on the offense.
Start to the snap, false start. Offense number 57, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
So that'll back them up. That'll make it 2nd
and 10.
10, yep.
And you know, when you're Belfry and you're running the ball like that, the penalties really hurt.
Yeah, even a 5-yard penalty hurts Belfry sometimes. You're right.
They've had 3 accepted penalties tonight for 25 yards. Pikeville with only 1 penalty, so very few penalties here. Both teams, officials has let both teams play, and that's what you like to see.
But you got 2 disciplined teams also. Browning under center again. There he comes. And 2nd man through. He makes man miss. Turns the corner. 10. 5, touchdown Belfry. Is that number 3, Dixon? Yep.
Touchdown, Pirates. Number 6.
I think you're seeing this Belfry offense wear on this Pikeville, the Pikeville defense here. They keep attacking the ends, and they're getting success on every drive.
That's Dixon's got 6 carries now for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he's making a strong bid right now for that Intermountain Sports.
Yes, he is.
Attorney John Earl Hunt player of the game right now.
You're exactly right. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So it is now 28-15. 9:06 to play here in the third quarter. We'll be right back on the Intermountain Sports Network.
This summer, you need to enjoy family time. Don't worry about things like this happening. Stand out from the pack. Choose a local security company that cares. Get Microtech. Take advantage of our new summer specials. Check this out. Get a basic wireless security system with not 1, but 2 cameras for only $39.95 per month, plus 6 months free monitoring. Wow! All new sign-ups are entered to win a 55-inch Samsung QLED TV. With Microtech, families matter.
Hall Funeral Home has provided caring services since 1947. Helping families honor the ones they love. With convenient parking and access, our facilities provide an affordable, comfortable place for friends and families, whether you need spacious accommodations or a more intimate setting. Hall Funeral Home's pre-planning services can shield loved ones from making decisions at a stressful time. For pre-planning or at your time of need, trust the caring professionals at Hall Funeral Home in Martin.
Back here at Pikeville, 9:06 left third quarter. Belfry takes the opening drive, drives it down, puts it into the end zone. It's 29-15. Belfry now has Dixon with the 15-yard touchdown run. Dixon now with 6 carries, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Charlie, Belfry has scored the last 2 times that they've had the ball, 14 unanswered points.
And we'll see what Pikeville can do to answer here as they will take the kick at the 5-yard line. Pugh trying to get to the outside, and he'll get out to about the 23, 24-yard line. Looks like we're going to mark him right at the 24, I believe, Larry. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Pikeville offense. See if Pikeville tries to change it up here in the second half, or they go with what was successful in the first.
Well, I'm curious to see how the Belfry defense has been tweaked at halftime, and I think we're getting ready to see.
Yep. Well, I can see right now they've got more men in the box than usual. And they're going to try to run it up the middle. And there's a nice little run.
Yeah, you saw Belfry actually move to the 4-3 defense there.
Exactly. I was getting ready to say they got 4 down linemen now instead of the 3. Zach Roberts with the carry. He's going to end up picking up, looks like 5.
That'll certainly open up.
6 now.
Will certainly open up the passing game for the Panthers on that second level.
Yep. We'll give him 7, Larry, looks like. 3rd down and a long 3. Got 1 wide out split each way, slot to the right as well. Pistol formation, they're going to give it to Roberts again. And Zach Roberts has got a 1st down out across the 35. Maybe the 36-yard line.
Panthers still moving the ball on the ground.
Zach Roberts approaching 100 yards on the ground now. He has 17 carries, 96 yards.
And that's a huge testament to the offensive line at Pikeville.
Yes, it is.
Anytime you go over 100 yards against Belfry, that's a great game.
Roberts has got 73. He actually's got 83, but then he had the sack, and lost 10 yards on it. So net yards is 73.
Pistol formation again. Belfry bringing the blitz. He's wanting to throw. He's got a man downfield. He overthrows it. That's picked, and it is. And Belfry with the turnover. Belfry, he may take it. He's going to go down at about the 22-yard line. I think that was a safety slide, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was number 71. Braden Hunter, the Bull, was getting ready to lay the lick on him, man. It looked like a quarterback going into that slide, didn't he, Doug?
Yeah, he did. But then again, if I was in the open field and saw a bull running at me,
well,
I'd probably...
Exactly right. Self-preservation, right?
That was a business decision.
Yep.
Right. As my friend Heath Robinson always says, business decision.
Yeah, there you are. 3rd interception for Connor Roberts tonight.
Might be seeing somebody cramp up.
Yeah. I know they're wanting to say somebody's hurt, but nobody from Belfry hit him.
Yeah, it looks like he's...
Ball was just overthrown.
Yeah, it was, and you can honestly give credit to the Belfry defensive back.
He played in center field there, yeah?
Yes.
He saw that coming.
Well, Charlie's seen it himself. You could see it when he left his hands that Hensley was going to have to turn on the afterburners just to be able to get down there and get to it, and just over his hands, and the defender, it looked like he was receiving a punt.
Yep, you're right.
And you can see the Belfry defense give a little respect to Hensley there. He, they gave him 6 yards off the ball. He's certainly probably the fastest player on the Panther roster.
Yeah, I think, like I say, Belfry's giving a lot of respect to the receivers from Pikeville here tonight.
And Doug, just as you said, they're giving him that cushion, so a lot of times you got to make that audible and take that cushion instead of going deep.
And that's one of the reasons you're seeing the Panthers stick to the line of scrimmage with their screens and things of that nature, because they're cheating off back and downfield.
And again, Belfry this time with it, under center. Browning takes it. He's going to hand it off. And another big hole. And he may take it in again. He's down inside the 5 for a 1st and goal.
Coleman with the big carry. Biller run him down from behind. Stopped him on about the 3-yard line. So a 29-yard pickup by Coleman.
Belfry able to go back to Belfry football there.
Yeah, they really have. And you're seeing the Panther defense on their heels. Probably a little worn out. A lot of them go both ways, but they're going to have to step it up.
Well, you got the 3 running backs for Belfry right now, 132 yards, 77 yards, and 99 yards. So they could well have 3 backs over 100 yards before this game's through.
And under center again is Browning. Takes it and hands it off.
Coleman,
and he gets in. Yep. Second effort gets him the touchdown, 3-yard touchdown run. Makes it 35-15 now.
Yeah, now, the Pikeville faithful has to be worried. You get 2 sustained drives like that, you certainly, you got to wonder if these guys aren't just tired.
Well, we worried about that. That's what we talked about before, is Pikeville has a lot of people that go both ways, and that can be, on a humid night like tonight, that can be an issue.
Yeah, it can.
And another thing that touchdown does, that's a 3-score lead, and in the first half, we've seen Pikeville get down 2 scores, and Coach Matt and me sticking with his game plan, keeping on the ground. And now he might have to change that. So 7-11 left, third quarter, 36-15. Belfry extends their lead over Pikeville this year in the Mountain Sports Network.
John Earl Hunt has over 30 years experience representing disabled people.
I'm John Earl Hunt, and I've dedicated my legal career to helping people who are unable to help themselves. If you're unable to work because of job shutdown or because of physical or mental problems, please call me or come in and see me so that we can discuss your just legal options. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Welcome back to Hillard Howard Field here in Pikeville. 7-11 in the third quarter, 36-15. Belfry as they pick the Connor Roberts pass off and march it down the field as Coleman takes it in from 3 yards out. The extra point good, and 36-15. They extend their lead now. 21 unanswered points for the Pirates.
Turnover's been a big problem for the Panthers tonight.
Yeah, in a rivalry game, such as this, you cannot have turnovers. You really have to take care of the ball. I think historically, the team that takes care of the ball usually comes out with a W in these games.
And Belfry set to kick it away now. Back deep for Pikeville looks to be Billiter and is it Pugh?
Yes.
Yep. And set to kick it away, Belfry. and it's going to be deep. And Pugh will take it at about the 3-yard line. And he's going to get out to about the 20, 21 is where they're going to mark him at. So 1st and 10 from the 21 for the Pikeville Panthers.
Certainly a gut check moment for the Panthers. You know, you'd like to see them come out and have a nice sustained drive right here.
And you're starting to see a few cramps come up. We've seen Hensley on the last time, and looks like Pugh come limping to the sideline, and also Billiter got up with a little bit of a limp. So
yeah, they're down there stretching him right now, actually.
Yes.
You see Pugh down there stretching. And a night like this, you got to expect the cramps to play a part.
Yes.
Well, you know, we talked about that during the break, too, that Pikeville being a smaller school, they got a lot more kids that go both ways, so they're out on that field that entire half.
Yeah, and special teams. You know, a lot of their weapons are all special teams.
Trips right, one wide out left. Pistol formation, high snap, and Roberts has to go get it, and he's in trouble.
And the defense went and got him.
Yep. Be a tackle for loss at about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, it was maybe the sticky knot. He had trouble handling the ball. You know, one of the things I've seen, you're talking about a kid that hasn't played football in a long time. He has trouble throwing the ball away.
Yeah.
And we've seen some of that. But, yeah, that was just some bad luck right there.
That's 2 sacks now for the Belfry defense.
Now Pikeville behind the sticks at 3rd and 18?
Second.
2nd and 18, sorry. And they're going to have to hand it off up the middle. And that's Roberts, I believe, isn't it?
I think so.
It was.
Yep, he gets out across the 15 to about the 17.
Zach Roberts on the carry for the Panthers.
So it'll still be 3rd down and 5 or 14, I mean.
That puts Zach Roberts at exactly 100 yards tonight.
Yeah, he's had a good night.
He has. He's carried the load, too. That makes 18 carries.
Trips right, one wide out left. And Roberts back to throw. Has time, throws it across the middle, got his man, and that is Zach Roberts. And he's got the 1st down out at the 35.
18-yard pickup.
Big play that time for Pikeville.
Yeah, it was nice to see him finally go across the middle. You know, I think they've loosened up the middle of the defense a little bit.
And it'll be 1st and 10 now at the 35 for Pikeville. 5:29 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It'll be trips to the left, one wide out right. Roberts in the shotgun. Takes it, and he's going to hand it off again to Zach Roberts, and not much this time. About a yard, maybe.
I believe that was
that
Sparks in the line.
Sparks, okay.
Pick up a 1.
And you'll see the Panthers utilize Sparks on passing plays, too, where he's such a large back. He's a great blocker.
And they'll run the play back in with Roberts. So Zach Roberts now back in the backfield. Shotgun for Pikeville. Twins each way. Connor Roberts takes it. He's rolling out, wanting to throw. Has time now. He's going to step up in the pocket and run with it. And he's going to get 9 yards, maybe 10. They're going to give it to him. They'll give him 11.
The Pirates definitely had the Panther wide receivers covered up on that.
Plays good enough for a 1st down, Panthers.
15 carries now for Connor Roberts for 74 yards.
Part of the issue is going to be for Pikeville, though, is going to be time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're down 3 scores.
Yeah, you're going to need some big plays.
Trips right, one wide out left. Pistol formation. Roberts takes it, and he's going to give it to Zach Roberts again. And Roberts is going to get, 3 yards?
Yes.
2nd and 7. At this pace, we'll have 2 possessions. This 3rd quarter will be over.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of takes you back to the 90s.
Yeah.
Seeing this.
So Pikeville still in the huddle, comes out. They're going to have to get one away quickly here. Trips right, one wide out left. Shotgun formation for Roberts. And he's going to keep it himself. Connor Roberts has a first down, I believe.
Nope. Going to stop him about a yard short, looks like.
Yep, they're going to mark him right at the 45.
Yes.
Yep, 3rd and 1.
Third down.
Really third and length of the football, isn't it?
And I really got to say, I'm impressed with the Panthers offense. You know, you got to think if you can move the ball against Belfry like this, certainly a Class A opponent shouldn't be an issue.
No, you're right. And back in the huddle. Here they come toward the line of scrimmage. Twins each way. Pistol formation for Connor Roberts. And he's going to hand it off to Zach Roberts. And I don't think, no, they're going to mark him right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They're going to mark him no gain. You're right. You have to go for it.
Yeah, you absolutely have to.
Yeah, I think you're in 4-down territory here with the time left and score.
And the fans don't like the spot, I don't. Michael getting the play sent back in from the sideline. Belfry will stack the box here on 4th and a yard, I believe. And Mike will go with a slot, one wide out each way, slot to the left. And they're going to run it up the middle. He's going to get the first down this time. That's Zach Roberts on the carry. And he's going to get a first down, moves the ball out to the 43. A gain of 3.
21 carries for Zach Roberts tonight. Boy, now that's a workhorse.
That is.
And we're still in the 3rd quarter.
Minute 40 left here in the 3rd quarter. Pikeville with trips right, one wide out left. Shotgun formation. Roberts, and he's going to hold on to it and keep it himself. Connor Roberts picks up about 4, maybe 5.
The zone read option has helped Pikeville enormously. We were certainly seeing a quarterback and running back that really have got their timing down and know exactly what they're doing.
So 2nd down and 5. Pikeville back in the huddle. Trips right, one wide out left. Pistol formation, and again, they're going to hand it off up the middle. And Roberts, I believe, yep, Zach Roberts will be short of the 35, call it the 36. And that may be the last, well, we may have to run one more play here in the 3rd quarter. We still haven't started the play clock, so now we start it. Yeah, they'll have to run one play. So both teams making long, sustained drives here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah. The offensive strategies certainly worked for both clubs.
Yes.
A little more so from Belfry, but it's been big plays.
Pistol formation, and they're going to hand it off up the middle again, and he's going to get another first down, this time out near the 29, Sparks.
Sparks has certainly been a load to handle.
Yes, he has.
We'll get up our first down, Panthers.
That's 5 carries for 25 yards. Got a 5-yard average.
Yeah, I think when the Panthers need a yard or two, they certainly can turn to him. Another weapon they have.
See, are they going? Got a question here. Didn't get the football changed out.
Well, they got their throwing ball in instead of the running ball.
Okay. 11 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Pistol formation again, and they're going to hand it off up the middle.
That's Sparks.
Sparks, so he's going to get a couple, and that's going to be it. It should be the end of the 3rd quarter here. It's 36-15 Belfry on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Hall Funeral Home has provided caring services since 1947, helping families honor the ones they love. With convenient parking and access, our facilities provide an affordable, comfortable place for friends and families, whether you need spacious accommodations or a more intimate setting. Hall Funeral Home's pre-planning services can shield loved ones from making decisions at a stressful time. For pre-planning or at your time of need, Trust the caring professionals at Hall Funeral Home in Martin.
You've got enough to worry about. So keep your Wi-Fi worry-free with our Meshify managed Wi-Fi from Gearhart Broadband. A Gearhart technician maps signal strength throughout your home. Then we install Meshify Wi-Fi extenders at key locations to deliver strong Wi-Fi that keeps all your devices running smooth. With no dead zones, relax with worry-free Wi-Fi. Available now from your friends at Gearhart Broadband. Call or click to learn more.
We're back here at Pikeville, ready for fourth quarter action. 36-15 as Belfry comes out and puts 2 touchdowns on the board in the third quarter. Held the Panthers scoreless. Panthers is driving it right now. They're 2nd and 8 on the 28-yard line of Belfry when we get back to action, Charlie.
Yeah, you know, both teams took one drive and just killed the third quarter.
Yeah.
Belfry was able to score on theirs. Pikeville knocking on the door, but they're not there yet.
Well, Belfry had the 2 drives. They had the score after the interception.
That's right.
But 3 possessions in 1 quarter, and that just shows what both of these teams likes to do. Of course, Pikeville likes to throw it, but I think they might have lost just a little bit of confidence in that passing game as Roberts has thrown 3 interceptions here tonight.
And certainly Belfry has played, you know, the first half really played pass, you know, just using 3 down linemen like that. And it certainly hasn't been consistent with a passing game. So, you know, they're trying to take away the pass.
You know, Belfry looks like they're playing like a 2-deep zone.
Yeah.
And they're, you got to give them credit. They've done a good job with it.
They have. They've anticipated extremely well.
Twins each way.
They got the big lead. They're back to that 3-4 defense, too, if you notice.
Roberts in the shotgun. Takes it, and Roberts going to run it himself. Roberts cuts to the outside, and not much. I don't know, he's going to get 5 yards out of the play, and maybe 6.
He's going to get down to the 24-yard line. Looks like pick up maybe 4.
Yeah, the Pirate defense does not give you a lot of time to run east and west.
Yes.
You know, when you play Belfry or Pikeville for that count, you have to run north and south. You know, you have time to make about 1 move, and you better be moving.
That move better be cutting upfield.
Yeah.
So they're going to give him, we'll call it 5 on the play because he's got to get to the 20, doesn't he? Yes. No, he's going to be caught 6. We'll call it 3rd down and 4. And here comes the Roberts again, and he's going to get the first down out at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, you're seeing some great fakes out of the Panthers in the backfield.
Has been for a first down, Panthers.
95 yards now for Connor Roberts on 19 carries. Zach Roberts already over the 100-yard mark with 107, so we're going to see 2 backs gain over 100 yards against this Belfry defense tonight.
And Roberts back to throw. Throwing across the middle, got a man right there in the flats. And Watkins going to get down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and going across the middle again. You know, I think they've loosened that defense up and they feel comfortable with it. Because certainly the Belfry defensive backs are worried about long and out to the flats.
So 2nd and 1, 10:30 to play here in the ball game. And Piper will come back up again. Trips to the left, 1 wide out right. Pistol formation for Roberts. And he'll hand it off to Zach Roberts. And he will dive in for the first down to about the 8-yard line. This will be 1st and goal out for the Pikeville Panthers.
We'll give him the 7.
7, okay. So Pikeville's looking to the sideline for their call. They'll run the play in, and they're down to 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. Down 36-15.
Been a fast game.
Yes, it has. Trips left, 1 wide out right. Pistol formation again. And Roberts going to hand it off up the middle again. And he's going to get down to about the 3. Zach Roberts on the carry.
They might give him the 2 on that one. Let's see. They'll give him the 2 on it, Charlie.
No, I think it's the 3, isn't it?
No, your mark, the long mark is on the 3. That's where you kick your extra point from. It's inside it.
Okay. Well, he's standing on the 3 over on the sideline. That's all, isn't it? I guess it's probably the football over the 3. We'll call it the 2.5. How about that? We'll split the difference. And wide out each way. Pistol formation. And here comes, is that Roberts again? Zach Roberts, did he get there? I don't think so.
They want to mark him just short. Looks like about the length of the football.
But what Belfry don't, this score doesn't really bother Belfry because look what's happening. That clock is running.
It runs. And, you know, we're kind of in a game where Belfry has determined most of the game has been at the Belfry pace. You saw a few times Pikeville amp it up and get moving, but with this strategy, you really needed to be within 1 or 2 scores. And
yeah, they forced Pikeville to run the ball. That's what they're giving them, and Pikeville's been taking it.
Yeah.
It's been successful, but it does eat a lot of clock.
Yes, it does.
Cripps left, one wide out right. Pistol formation, and they're going to give it a ball. Maybe loose, was it?
No, he kept it himself, Connor Roberts. And didn't make it. No gain.
Yeah, everybody was looking like the ball was on the ground there for a minute. But Roberts will get down to back to the original line of scrimmage, to the line of scrimmage. So 4th and goal now. And we've kicked down to 8 minutes to go here in the ball game.
Yeah.
51 carries on the ground tonight for the Panther offense.
Wow. Nobody saw that coming.
Nope. Pistol formation, wide out each way. Roberts takes the snap, hands it, and Roberts gets into the end zone this time. Yes, touchdown.
Yeah.
1-yard touchdown plunge, but 7:37 left in the ball game.
And the Panthers can put points on the board, but you know the Belfry seems to be really taking away the passing game.
So 36-21 now. Trying to make it 36-22 with the extra point. Hamilton ready to attempt the kick. Low snap, and it's going to be blocked. Can't advance one in high school, but so with 7:37 left, we'll keep it right here. It's 36-21 Belfry.
And one time we've got a break in the action right now, Charlie. We'd like to let everyone know again that tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock on WPRG TV 5 and HD 105, you can see the replay of this very exciting game tonight. Also WPRG.com, WPRG TV YouTube page, and Facebook page in the morning at 10 o'clock. Encourage everyone to tune one of those media platforms in and watch a great high school football game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I would tell people, you know, the 36-21 score right now, it's a lot closer ball game than that.
Yes, it is.
It's been a couple big plays that have really made the difference for Belfry.
And we want to remind you that all this action brought to you by this group of people: Appalachian Wireless, Hall Funeral Home, Intermountain Cable, Coalfields Telephone, Microtech Internet and Security, Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky, and attorney John Earl Hunt. Without those folks, we couldn't bring you all this action. So big game, or big possession this time. Belfry, you may see if they run the football, they could almost put it away here.
Well, I look for an onside kick right here.
Yeah, I think Pikeville knows that they've got to get the ball back.
They've got to make something happen. They either need a turnover, an onside kick, or a big stop to stay in it.
See which one they will attempt to do, because they've really not been kicking the ball deep. They've been kicking the little squib kicks anyway.
Yeah, they have, and I think they're just avoiding some of the skill speed they have. Belfry has back deep there, but you know, you certainly don't want to give them great field position now.
Got a halftime score, Charlie, 28-0 at the half. Letcher Central over Pike Central.
Wow, didn't see that one coming.
Yes, Letcher Central's really been improving over the last couple of years.
And number 3, Isaac Dixon.
Matter of fact, we will be at Pike Central next week, Larry. I'm not sure who they play, but I know we will be over there.
Fans, we'd like to thank Jimmy John's of Pikeville for providing food.
Pikeville got more players lined up on this side of the field than the other. Of course, you can only have so many on each side of the ball, but I expect maybe an onside kick. It looks like Belfry has got a lot of small numbers, so probably got the hands team up.
And they do cover it. I think.
Maybe,
yep.
maybe.
It looked like Pikeville might have gotten it.
It went through the wicket, but he might have turned around and got back on the football.
Yeah, I don't see any. Yeah, it'll be Belfry ball.
Well, they had a chance, so.
They did, and you saw Pikeville line up on that onside kick with some of their skill guys, Seth Pugh and Hensley out there.
And you also, just as I said, you've seen Belfry line up. When you see all those small numbers on that front line on the kickoff, that's the hands team.
Yeah.
So it'll be Pike Central and Floyd Central next week up at the Hawks Nest, Larry. As we'll
Floyd Central and Prestonsburg having a battle tonight. Been 32 years since a Florida County team has beat Prestonsburg. And I think Florida Central might have been favored on that, and I haven't heard a score.
I haven't either. And there's the handoff on the outside. Dixon, and Dixon, he's got one man to beat, and they bring him down, but not till after a big run down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, the Pirates have really been effective on the edges against Pikeville tonight. They keep coming back to it time after again.
Well, that makes 149 yards on 7 carries, 2 touchdowns for Dixon. So he's going to get my vote for the Intermountain Sports Attorney John Earl Hunt Player of the Game.
He has had an excellent
Yes, he has. I agree with that 100%. And they'll look back to the sideline for the call again. And 10 seconds, all that's left. They're going to have to hurry up and get the snap away.
And just to show you how smart of a runner he is, he went down, stayed in bounds,
yes,
to get that clock around him.
Yeah, you can tell both teams are extremely well coached, and that really, this is a measuring stick for both clubs at this point in the season. And it was just really been a great watching it because, it's been a clean game. They're both executing. It's just been a really good game.
And a physical game on both sides. Except you take the big plays out, as far as the physicality, I think Pikeville has matched Belfry tonight.
I think you're right. And Belfry again looks back to the sideline. There's the motion out of it, and they're going to give it to Dixon again. And he got another first down. Still on his feet, down inside the 10-yard line, I believe, isn't he? Or the 15.
15, yeah. Extremely hard runner.
16 yards again. That puts Dixon up now to 165 yards.
Face mask, defense, 5 yards penalty, first down.
And incidental face mask. So mark 5 more on.
You start seeing that late in the game when everybody's tired.
Start reaching, yes. That's only the second penalty for Pikeville tonight.
First and goal now.
Doug talking about a good, clean game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All just inside the 10-yard line. Browning takes it, hands it off again. And let's see, is that Dixon again?
No, Bentley.
Bentley, okay.
And he's going to pick up, looks like, about 9. That puts him over 100 yards with 108 yards on 7 carries.
If Belfry scores here, this one is for all intents and purposes over. Pirates don't have enough time.
Yeah, they just don't with the way the defense is playing and what they give them.
Pikeville's defense standing with their hands on their hip, that's not a good sign.
Inverted wishbone again. And again, there's Dixon, but that one's going to come back.
Coming in.
I think he got to the end zone, but it's coming back.
That could be a chop block. Let's see what we got.
I think you're right. I think that's what the call was. I didn't get the preliminary to. But we'll get the call here in just a moment.
Illegal shift, offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
That's only 4 penalties on Belfry for a total of 30 yards. So Good, clean game both ways. You can add the penalties together on both teams and not reach 100 yards.
Yeah, and you want to see that. You know,
Yes.
you don't ever want to see penalties determine a game.
Actually, the only 15-yarder we had was the illegal participation.
Second and goal from the 11. Browning takes it, and Browning has a busted play. Browning have to run with it himself. And Browning's going to go out of bounds, I believe, isn't he?
Yes, they're going to knock him out. Looks like about the
And I think he's getting
16 or 17.
a mouthful from the sideline. You know, with 5 minutes left, you definitely don't want to go out of bounds.
Right.
Yeah. They're probably not, like I say, they're not mad that it's a broken play. They're just mad that you didn't go down.
Yeah. And I think a lot of these teams both have a lot of respect for each other. So you're seeing great sportsmanship and just a good, hard-fought game.
So that leaves third and goal from the 16 now, but 5:07 all that's left in this contest. And they're going to try, yep, here's another flag.
I think you got the same thing again.
Yep. And Bentley goes down.
Might see Pikeville decline this one because that's no gain.
Number 9, Bentley on the carry. Flag on the play.
Illegal shift on the offense. Penalties declined. Fourth down.
Fourth down. Now will Belfry try to kick a field goal from here? They do have a kicker.
Yeah, they do, and you're seeing a lot more effective kickers in Eastern Kentucky these days.
And that would be, what, about a 35-yarder?
Yeah, it looks like they're lining up to play.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it. So 4:56 left here in the ball game. 36-21.
I think what you're going to see, they're going to take the play clock all the way down to about 1 second, call timeout, and then maybe put the kicking unit on the field.
Possibly.
Yeah, they are walking over to the official right now, and they will blow the whistle.
Belfry, that's their first timeout.
So 4:33 left here in the ball game. 36-21 Belfry on the Intermountain Sports Network.
John Earl Hunt has over 30 years experience representing disabled people.
I'm John Earl Hunt, and I've dedicated my legal career to helping people who are unable to help themselves. If you're unable to work because of job shutdown or because of physical or mental problems, please call me or come in and see me so that we can discuss your just legal options. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
And here we're back here at the Hambley Athletic Complex here in Pikeville, Kentucky. 4 minutes, 33 seconds left in the ball game. Belfry up 36-21 on the Panthers.
And Belfry will, I don't know what they're going to do, if they'll come out and kick it or they're going to go for it here on this fourth down. It's they've done what they wanted to do. They've run the clock down to 4:33. And, you know, Pikeville may be able to get one more score in, but the way it's been, they've not been able to do it that quickly.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Hands it off. Dixon works his way to the outside, cuts it up, breaks a tackle, and he'll get down to the 10, but he'll turn it over on down. 4:26 to play. It'll be Pikeville with the football.
Yeah, and the penalties really just killed Belfry on that drive. I think they were just trying to get as many yards as they could and run as much time down as possible.
Right. Of course, they've got the 15-point lead here with 4:26, so it's 2 scores and at least 1 2-point conversion.
Yeah, you know you're going to have to score. You're going to have to think onside kick and score again. So,
and that puts our Intermountain Sports attorney John Earl Hunt, player of the game, Bentley, at 9 carries, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Connor Roberts on the carry. He's going to pick up, looks like 4 yards maybe. So second down and 6.
Panthers depending heavily on that that zone option read with Roberts, the quarterback.
That puts Roberts at 99 yards tonight. Zach Roberts with 116, so one more yard, and Pikeville will have 2 100-yard rushers against Belfry.
Pass across the middle is caught. And that is
Christian Billington.
Yep, Brilton.
That was a great catch across the middle. You know, it's not easy to go across the middle on Belfry.
And he knew he was going to take the leg.
Yeah, he did. He did a great job of holding on to that ball.
Moves it out to about the 33-yard line. So Pikeville going to try to speed it up here. Trips to the left, one wide out right. Pistol formation. Roberts going to keep it himself. Now he's going to throw it. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Hensley gets the pass, but that was about that close to being a pick six.
It was. It really was. And you've seen that run pass option several times tonight, and it looked like he was trying to time it to pick it off.
Because it whizzed right in front of his face, didn't it?
Yeah. One split second earlier, and he'd have been going to the end zone.
So second down and what, 4?
Looks like 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
That puts Connor Roberts 100 yards passing tonight also, 11 of 18.
And this will be a short.
Zach
Roberts, maybe a yard, and that's it.
I can speak from experience as a past Pikeville quarterback, and anytime you can run for 100 yards and pass for 100 yards on Belfry, you're doing something.
Yes. So we'll call it 3rd and 3 now, 2:41 to play. And Pikeville comes back up the line of scrimmage again with trips right, one wide out to the left. Roberts back to throw. And he's going to step up and run it again. And he's going to get a first down out near the 48-yard line. 2:21.
They just will not let Pikeville throw the ball. They're giving them 12-yard cushions in the defensive backfield, so it's going to be really tough to throw the ball.
And the thing they're thinking, if you don't throw the ball, the clock doesn't stop.
That's right.
You know?
If you're a Belfry Pirate fan, the clock is your friend right
Yes. And we're approaching the 2-minute mark here. Trips left, one wide out right. Roberts going to be a quarterback draw. And he cuts it back up inside, and he'll finally run out of bounds to stop the clock at the 38.
Yes.
Panthers have had a lot of success with the draw today.
117 yards for both Robertses tonight. Zach and Connor, 117 yards on the ground.
Pretty impressive.
Pikeville with over 350 yards offense tonight.
Pikeville again comes with trips right, one wide out left. Roberts looking to throw, pumps, trying to go deep, and it is going to be caught. And Watkins has it inside the 5.
They'll give him the 3, so that is a 35-yard pass and catch.
And you're seeing the Panthers do the hitch and go there, faking the short pass and going long.
Well, the pump fake's what sold that one.
Yeah.
5 catches for Watkins tonight for 74 yards.
Trips left, one wide out right. Roberts low snap. He has to go back and pick it up, and he's in trouble.
Yeah, I think that was just a low snap.
Yeah.
Back to the 6, loses.
So Pikeville will call a timeout here, try to save clock.
Timeout, Pikeville.
Minute
That's their
30.
first timeout.
Minute 36 to play. It's 36-21. Belfry on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Gearhart Broadband can help. We've got the business-grade services you need for less, with the fastest small business internet speeds available today. The peace of mind that comes with a 24-hour Microtech local customer support hotline. And our commitment to grow when you do, with a scalability that's both fast and flexible on our reliable network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit imctv.com today.
Appalachian Wireless is gearing up for smartphone season. And we say out with the old and in with the new. That's right, during smartphone season, when the latest and greatest smartphones are released, bring in your eligible smartphone device to Appalachian Wireless, trade in and upgrade to one of the hottest smartphones. Samsung fan? How about $100 off the brand new Samsung Galaxy S9? Just another reason why Appalachian Wireless proves better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company. 2-year agreement required.
And we're back here at the Hambly Athletic Complex. 1:36 left here against Pikeville and Belfry. Belfry's up 36-21, but the Panthers are knocking on the door.
Well, you know, they get it into the end zone right now and get the extra point. They pull within 8, onside kick, and through the hand of Watkins and nearly picked by Belfry. That was number 6 for Belfry, Isaiah Birchfield was nearly the pick.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of tapped balls. Against great defenses, you see that.
3rd and 6 now. Clock rest with 1:33 left here in the ball game. Belfry by 15, but as we're saying, you get that touchdown and extra point, then the onside kick, you know, Pikeville is not out of it by any means.
Stranger things have happened.
Yes. Here's Zach Roberts up the middle, and he's going to get down to about the 3-yard line, maybe 2. Let's see where they mark it. And they're going to put him at the 3. So a pickup of 3, and this is 4th and 3. This is this right here. This is the ball game.
Pretty much.
If they can't get it in right now, then that's it. Pikeville with. Well, they showed them 3 timeouts. I thought they used one of their timeouts.
I thought they did too. That might just be an error on the scoreboard.
We're under a minute. Connor Roberts in the shotgun. Zach Roberts behind him. And they're going to hand it to Zach Roberts. He dives to the end zone, and he did not make it. They stopped him at the 1. Ball will be turned over to Belfry, and folks, that most likely is the ball game.
Yeah, they'll probably kneel it here, but yeah, I mean, you know, 36-21, but I got to tell you, this is a lot closer ball game than that.
You're exactly right. You end up with the 15 points, and they scored 15 points off in turnovers.
Yeah.
Then you also, with 50 seconds left, had the 80-yard touchdown run. You take those plays away, and it's a completely different ball game.
Yeah, and you just saw Pikeville, have the chance to cut it to 1 score. With under a minute left, and unfortunately it didn't work out for them. But this team, I look for both teams to be better in the postseason.
Timeout, Belfry. That's their 2nd timeout.
Both of these teams historically have, this is the first measuring stick in a season, and I think you're going to see a much better Belfry team in the playoffs. And I think this gave Pikeville a lot of confidence. It had to. Being able, with the offensive output they've had and some of the defensive stops, it gives them a good, should give them a little motivation heading into the second part of the season.
I'll agree with you 100%. Just like you said, the defense played well at certain times, and then, as you've mentioned several times tonight, Belfry just been able to block down on the ends, and Pikeville wasn't able to get the contain that they had to turn the players back in the end of the field. You let a speed back get out to the outside, and you've got trouble.
Yeah, we have, I think Pikeville has to do a better job of containing from the edge, from those end positions, and not letting you can't give running backs like that any space,
right,
or they're going to use it and hurt you.
I think that was a smart timeout by Coach Haywood. The emotions runs high in this game. It's a big rivalry, and Pikeville was a little upset. They thought they might have got it into the end zone, so he calls a timeout, and and there comes a flag in as they just take it up the middle. That was the quarterback on the keeper, but see what the flag is.
Legal formation, offense half the distance, replay 1st down.
That was Browning with the carry, but had an illegal formation, so it's going to go half the distance, which is about a 6-inch penalty.
Yeah, playing this sport, at the quarterback position, this is one place I never like to find myself.
Well, I mean, everything's got to go perfect with you, because anything at all, it can result in a safety, which, Belfry, a safety is not going to hurt them at this point.
No, not really. But
And here's Browning, and he takes it off the right side and gets a big gain out to the 8-yard line. And that's probably going to be the last play of the game, as I think the officials will wait until that clock ticks under 25 seconds before they wind it. And see if that, and that's what they've done. So it's going to be 36-21, Belfry over Pikeville. We'll send it back to the station. Be back shortly with some final stats and comments into the Mountain Sports Network.
Appalachian Wireless is gearing up for smartphone season. And we say, out with the old and in with the new. That's right, during smartphone season, when the latest and greatest smartphones are released, bring in your eligible smartphone device to Appalachian Wireless, trade in and upgrade to one of the hottest smartphones. Samsung fan? How about $100 off the brand new Samsung Galaxy S9? Just another reason why Appalachian Wireless proves better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company. 2-year agreement required.
This summer, you need to enjoy family time. Don't worry about things like this happening. Stand out from the pack. Choose a local security company that cares. Get Microtech. Take advantage of our new summer specials. Check this out. Get a basic wireless security system with not 1, but 2 cameras for only $39.95 per month, plus 6 months free monitoring. Wow! All new sign-ups are entered to win a 55-inch Samsung QLED TV. With Microtech, families matter.
You've got enough to worry about. So keep your Wi-Fi worry-free with our Meshify managed Wi-Fi from Gearhart Broadband. A Gearhart technician maps signal strength throughout your home. Then we install Meshify Wi-Fi extenders at key locations to deliver strong Wi-Fi that keeps all your devices running smooth. With no dead zones. Relax with worry-free Wi-Fi. Available now from your friends at Gearhart Broadband. Call or click to learn more.
No matter how you connect, Gearhart Broadband delivers fast, reliable internet and Meshify Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device, all at once, with local experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect to Meshify Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click imctv.com to upgrade today.
And we're back here at the Hamley Athletic Complex. It's a final as Belfry comes away with a 36-21 win over Pikeville. And we'll go over some final numbers here for you. First for Pikeville, they had 2 rushers over 100 yards. Zach Roberts, 122 yards. That is on 24 carries. The young man was a workhorse. He had 1 touchdown. That coming, he had 2 touchdowns. He had a 10-yard run and a 1-yard run. Connor Roberts, he also had 24 carries for 114 yards, and he had the 1 touchdown. He was sacked 3 times, and Jesse Sparks had 6 carries for 26 yards. In the passing game, Connor Roberts 12 off 20 for 135 yards and had the 3 interceptions, the only turnovers of the game tonight. So Pikeville with 262 yards on the ground, 135 yards in the air, 397 yards total offense, Doug.
Yeah, if you'd have told us that before the game, we wouldn't have believed you.
And them losing too.
Yeah, especially with the margin. It was just a few big plays.
And so Pugh had 1 catch for 9 yards, Hensley 3 catches for 18 yards, Billiter 2 catches for 17 yards, Zach Roberts 1 for 18, and Kyle Watkins tonight was the top receiver. He had 5 catches for 74 yards, and as we say, Pikeville turned it over 3 times and had 2 penalties for a total of 15 yards. Now for the victorious Belfry Pirates. Coleman carried the ball 9 times, 83 yards, and had a 3-yard touchdown run. Bentley with 8 carries for 108 yards, and he had a 66-yard touchdown. Browning carried it 4 times for 20 yards and 1 touchdown. The defense did not have a sack tonight for Pikeville, but our Intermountain Sports Attorney John Earl Hunt player of the game, Dixon from Belfry. Dixon with 9 carries, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns, one an 80-yard touchdown and a 15-yard touchdown. And the 80-yard touchdown, Doug, came after Pikeville had tied it up. 50 seconds left in the first half. One play, he goes 80 yards, and basically that was the ball game.
It sucked all the momentum Pikeville had from coming back and tying, and I would say it would be the play of the game if I had to pick one.
I'd say that you'd exactly be right. And not only was that big before the first half ended, Belfry came back in the second half, received a kickoff, drove it down and scored. And then they had an interception and scored. So they had 21 unanswered points, and that was just too much for the Panthers to overcome.
It was, and you know, with the score what it was, you know, Pikeville hung in there against a much larger opponent, and you know, you got to think if you're a Panther, you're going to be happy with this performance. You know, I'm not much of a big on moral victories, but you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't a district game, and it won't count. It won't hurt Pikeville in the Class A standings, but you know, you'd have to be happy with that offensive output that Pikeville had.
So for total yardage for Belfry, they was 0 of 1 in the passing game, so they had 363 yards. So Pikeville actually outgains them 397 to 363, but Belfry comes away with the big win, the 36-21 win over Pikeville. So we'd like to let everyone know that tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, WPRG Channel 5 and HD 105, you can see the replay of this game. Also at WPRG.com, WPRG TV YouTube page, and also WPRG Facebook page. So we'd like to encourage everyone to tune that in. And that's going to wrap it up here for us tonight, as we've got Alex back at the station, Wayne on camera, Charlie Pinson on the play-by-play, and Doug Powers sitting in with us tonight. Doug, appreciate you coming in and helping us out tonight, and you've done a heck of a job. So,
I always love WPRG. There you go.
All righty, and we hope everybody else out there does also.
Yeah.
So that's going to, as I said, wrap it up tonight. Again, our final score, 36-21, Belfry over Pikeville. This is Intermountain Sports Network.